All right, the first one is. Next person up is Alec Goss, an incredible drummer. And another thing about the song, that's the first time I understood like half the lyrics.
Yeah.
It's like mumble, mumble, moon.
Mumble, mumble, moon.
The first thing is that Alex works at a very high-scale, Tony, wonderful Scottish restaurant. It's known as McDonald's. And he's, he talks about he's been great, he's been working hard. And so through his efforts and some application that he did, McDonald's has awarded him a scholarship. And this is what it says. McDonald's values our employees and higher education. You, Alec, have been awarded a $500 scholarship from Barnes Management, etc. So,
yeah! Woo!
And of course, for announcing that, Alex, I take a 10% cut, so you can, take that later.
He did it.
Okay, now the next thing. I have to turn the page. I knew this would be hard. I already mentioned McDonald's. Crap. First memory I had of Alec, I was driving one of the vans, and that's always a bad idea for me. But anyway, there's this kid in the back, the headphones going, but they're really loud. And I'm listening real close, and I'm like, that's Led Zeppelin. That's like 40 years old. And I look back and say, do you like Led Zeppelin? He's like, yeah. And like the Beatles and stuff like that. I'm like, this is amazing. I can actually talk to somebody here about the music. And that was like my first introduction. Alec is a music guy. He's very creative, and he's all about growth. And let's see if I get this right. When he first started kind of getting into a little arts world of music, he played drums and really worked hard at that. And he started with the Trucks, if you remember the Are the Fantastic Band. And he was like the junior member, and kind of the other guys were all in the same class. And he grew through that. He really got to know him and make that happen. And then he started taking guitar. And I think it was from Somebody That Strings and Things, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Ron.
Thank you. And he's doing great
Ron
with
Noyes,
that.
where is he?
He's moving that into his whole program. He's loving it. And then on top of that, he starts to add singing. And it's like decent singing, like hard blues, pulling it out of his chest and his guts, kind of singing stuff. And then he starts writing. He showed me all these poems he wrote. And I still have them on one of my flash discs, unless I lost it, which I probably did. And he's these great, really interesting poems. And then those go into lyrics. So this whole progression of this creativity and the growth and kind of, this thing that's very dear to his heart. Another piece about Alec is that he really perseveres. He pushes through things. And he's worked really hard in his classes. They don't always come easy. He's here dealing with all this crazy faculty and crazy kids and all that. He's done really well with that. And he sticks with it. Now, that hasn't always been true. There were days when Alex the body language would basically be, you're not going to get this out of me with a crowbar or like peel it out of my dead hands kind of thing. Like, he was not, that was old time. He was not going to do it. But he persevered. And Steve will remember this. Last year, we all almost died to get him through chemistry, but he did it. And meaning Steve Kelsey, who's a chemistry teacher, myself, Rich, and of course Alec. But he did it. He came after school and did all this extra work, and he stuck with it. That's perseverance. Because chemistry, really, why do that? Sorry, take that one. Great example. Now, did I go out of order? More about the creativity. He bloomed in that, like I was saying. He was in 2 bands, the Trucks, the guitar and all that. I guess I repeated this. So, there's a unique award at Parker Academy. And it's an award that's only given to one student every year, but not every year. It's really thought out by the faculty. We kind of consider everybody and what they've done. And the award's all about growth and sort of starting from the beginning, starting from your ashes, if you will, and moving through, persevering, trying, being creative, being the person you are, and coming out at the end with, just on fire, totally out there making things happen. And that's the Phoenix Award. And it's my pleasure on behalf of the faculty to present Alec Goss with this year's Phoenix Award.
Wow.